I actually would like to give y'all more light. But oh well. Nope. What part of the Bible exactly verifies, validates, and vouches for its authenticity? That is perfect, beyond flaw, beyond failing, beyond all error and confusion. I guess could be considered part of error. Don't listen the ideal, and ideal is that which is the truth of all. That is the ultimate ideal. So we just go through the various levels of ideal life situations, scenarios, beings. And we stack them up. What it exactly shows that it is ideal? But it can't be ideal just from the very nature of the fact that the punishment is not ideal. Not pain and suffering, it's not ideal. Like what's that? Except for those who are into that and it gets them off, but it's because they find happiness in it. So they're still in search for happiness. They just find it in a different manner. Happiness, contentment, fulfillment of being. Fulfillment of being. Being that which they see themselves to be. That's all one can be. What they see themselves to be. As what either they are or they perceive themselves to be. Well, how do we know for sure that we see ourselves beyond just the belief based completely on perception? To perceive ourselves, we look in the mirror and we know our eyes trick us. We can listen to ourselves and we can miss sounds. So it's not in the sight, it's not in the hearing, it's not in the partaking of food, it's not in even the touch, because we know there we're even being tricked because we never touch anything. Not molecularly. Not in truth. You never touch anything. You can feel a force. You don't touch anything. So what is it then? Then it is just the mind. And yet the mind utilizes that which is external to navigate and understand for the purpose of keeping it or the body in a state of well-being. Not the body, because the body, it is about the brain. And how much about the brain is about that which is supposed to be within the brain, that which it generates, which is the mind. Unless the brain is the mind, unless they are inseparable, unless there is no mind, no brain, and no brain without a mind. No brain without a mind. No operating brain without a mind. Unless, in any cases where there's brain or brain matter, there is actually mind. Once it is here, but it's made up of all the atoms of everything else. It's the same material. It's the same base substance being. It's the same truth. but it's believed that it takes it coming together in certain formations that does create the brain. It does as it applies to ours and other animal beings and how they vary and differ. Different size and shape and some operations and functionings, but at the molecular level, it's all the same. But the molecular level is the same for all things, so at what point does the mind come in? Does it not start at the molecular level? It only generates somewhere on a higher level of greater concentrations of structures and being. Is it in the spaces? It's gotta be in the space because it's all space anyway. Thus, it is only mind. Oh, it is only mind anyway. Because it is at least the mind of God, not the greatest, the mind of God. Which, of course, is beyond mind per se. So Christians, what is there to validate? And then you're even waiting for a validation, waiting thousands of years. There's been no validating of anything because nothing has fit perfectly. Put together like a jigsaw puzzle. And even a jigsaw puzzle doesn't fit together perfectly because it's separate. No matter what two things are made to connect, there is a separation because there's not a oneness. You can't bring that oneness together after that because oneness can't be separated. There's never separation to take place, thus you can never bring two things together to make one. You can perceive such on a material level, but even still then, once again, at its core, its essence, they are one connected beyond that material. So your breaking doesn't break them apart. It's impossible to break apart the oneness. The oneness is all, and of course it is nothing. It is said that you can heal, that you can do, well, healing is included. You can do all things if you just call upon His name. And yet it isn't perfect because it doesn't work all the time. And there is no actual proving that it has worked at any time. All you can do is believe and say it as such. The truth is you believe and say it as such. But the greater truth is that it doesn't work all the time. Unless that's not what it says it's going to do, but that's what it says. It doesn't say all the time, right? It says all things are possible. All is the all, it's the one. So there's separation. So there must be perfection. So every single time, just all the time, which has to be within the set of all things. And you really accept this. You readily accept this. And you still believe. Well, because you believe that it's okay. I still believe in the totality of it all, even though that one aspect is off. But all the rest is perfect. Well, even that's perfect. It's just, I can't say it confuses me because God is not the author of confusion. So yeah, it makes perfect sense in that God works in mysterious ways. Yep. There's a reason why he didn't stick to his word. Even though he gave his word, I'm going to heaven. He gonna stick to that though.